Hello there, you're now with me, Handy Gui, and welcome to your 5 p.m. English news on TVS. Now let's dive into topics for today. Similar to most festivals and celebrations that took place this year, the AIDILADHA celebration will be allowed this year, and the QURBAN ritual can be conducted in compliance to the standard operating procedures.
According to a statement by the Sarawak Islamic Council MIS, those who intend to perform QURBAN must obtain a slaughter permit from the State Veterinary Office or any district veterinary office. Not only that, suppliers of the animal must also be certified with the Veterinary Health Certificate SKV from the same aforementioned authorities. The organizing committee is also advised to prepare and supervise 4 designated areas for slaughtering to take place. These include slaughtering areas, skinning areas, cutting areas, weighing and packing, as well as distribution areas for participants and recipients. In addition, the slaughter site must be located in an area where it is located away from drains, complemented with permissions from the local authority.
Over 206,000 children aged between 5 and 11 years old in Sarawak have been fully vaccinated against the COVID-19 as of yesterday. And according to the Ministry of Health MOH COVID Now portal, the number is equivalent to 72.2% of the age group.
Sarawak continues to lead the national COVID-19 immunization program for children, PICKITS, and the full vaccination rate doubled the national rate. For the same age group, a total of 1,198,092 or 33.7% have received both doses of the COVID-19 vaccine nationwide. 94% of adolescents aged 12 to 17 in Sarawak have received both vaccination doses, totaling 271,958 individuals. The rate is slightly higher than the national rate of 93.7%, which totaled to 2,915,483 individuals. In total, 2,360,646 or 83.6% of individuals throughout Sarawak have been fully vaccinated, while 1,571,855 or 55.6% of individuals have received the booster doses. To date, a total of 6,399,605 vaccination doses have been distributed within Sarawak, with a national total of 70,981,503 doses.
A 54-year-old man had a near-death experience after being attacked by a crocodile at Kampong Tabon, Melayu, Kuching at 10 a.m. this morning. Bori Jali managed to escape with some lacerations on his torso after slapping the crocodile on its head. Prior to the attack, Bori was doing several repair works to his house near the riverbank. He had since been treated for his wounds at a nearby health clinic. Thank you for staying with me. An unusually bad smell led to the discovery of 15 pieces of cut-up body parts of an elderly woman believed to have been killed by her own son at a house in Taman Korean, Parit Buntar. Following the grim discovery in a sewage tank, police arrested the victim's 42-year-old son. Perak Police Chief Datuk Mir Wahid said they rushed to the 68-year-old victim's house to conduct an investigation after receiving a complaint from the neighbors. Further investigation found pieces of meat resembling human limbs in the sewage tank of the house at about 3:30 p.m. The arrest was made following the discovery, and police also seized a machete, 2 knives, and items believed to have been used by the suspect to commit the alleged murder. Commenting further, Datuk Mior said it was believed that the suspect had killed and mutilated his mother's body due to dissatisfaction with the division of his late father's estate. Adding to that, he said the suspect is also suffering from mental problems. The victim lived alone with the suspect in the house for the past 12 years after her husband died and they were selling second-hand items. The case is being investigated under Section 302 of the Penal Code for murder. Now, the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission (MCMC) has advised the public to be wary of emails using profiles of national leaders, heads of organizations and companies that give unusual instructions to the recipient. MCMC in a statement said, apart from not sharing it with any party, those who receive such emails must check and verify their authenticity. It further stated that this is to avoid becoming a victim of malicious and fraudulent activities. As such, the public is reminded that dissemination of false content can be subject to legal action under Section 505 of the Penal Code and Section 233 of the Communications and Multimedia Act 1998. The reminder was issued following complaints received from the public regarding unverified emails that have been screen captured and disseminated through an online messaging application. MCMC also reminded the public to check with the party whose profile or identity is used and lodge a police report if the content of the email is false to ensure appropriate action can be taken. Members of the public can lodge complaints on the matter via the email service provider shown. Malaysia is taking concrete steps to address issues such as house band contracts and mental health. Health Director General Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah said the healthcare system in Malaysia has faced significant challenges over the past few years. However, the COVID-19 pandemic has been a blessing in disguise, as significant improvements and innovations to overcome the challenges were made. Dr. Noor Hisham said he had an opportunity to share with Malaysian doctors abroad about the changes that are happening and how they could contribute to improving the Malaysian healthcare system. Dr. Noor Hisham recently engaged with over 250 United Kingdom-based Malaysian healthcare professionals and medical students in Edinburgh, Manchester, and London. Thomson Hospital Kota Damansara, who hosted the series of networking and dialogue sessions, in a statement said the sessions provided a good opportunity for the Malaysian medical diaspora to remain connected with the latest updates and developments in Malaysia's healthcare sector, including perspectives from the private healthcare industry. The government will continue to support the organization of the Kuala Lumpur International Book Fair, or KLIBF, as well as other book fairs and book publishing activities as an educational and cultural enterprise. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob said such programs would strengthen the reading culture among Malaysian families.
Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia melalui MBKM dan agensi berkaitan hendaklah melaksanakan usaha yang lebih giat bagi memajukan lagi industri penerbitan buku tempatan dan menggalakkan aktiviti-aktiviti yang berkaitan dengannya. Saya menyeru kepada seluruh keluarga Malaysia agar menerapkan budaya membaca bagi melahirkan masyarakat yang bertamadun, berilmu pengetahuan dan berkepribadian unggul.
Adding further, Ismail Sabri said failure to maintain a culture of reading not only undermines and destroys the government's efforts to build a successful nation-state, but also kills not only the book industry, but also the authors. Such, he called on authors, publishers, and all stakeholders in the book industry to play their respective roles to produce quality books and further strengthen the industry. Last year, the Forest Research Institute of Malaysia said more than 500 plant species in the Malaysian peninsula have been classified as threatened. Alarmed by Malaysia's loss of plant species from deforestation, photographer Suzairi Zakaria decided he needed to take direct action to conserve them in his home state of Terengganu. According to data from US-based Global Forest Watch shows, Malaysia, swathed in rainforests rich in biodiversity, has lost about 29% of tree cover since 2001 because of activities such as palm cultivation and logging. Suzairi said he had converted his backyard into a conservatory for endangered species to safeguard thousands of plants, especially wild orchids.
Salah satu sebab yang mendorong saya menyelamatkan terutamanya spesies roket di tempat pembalakan ini adalah apabila saya pergi, saya tengok kebanyakan spesies orkid atau tumbuh halai ini mati kering. Jadi saya rasa amat rugilah kalau dibiarkan begitu. Jadi saya fikir lebih baik saya selamatkan dan bawa balik untuk tanam di rumah. Dan dalam masa yang sama saya boleh rekodkan spesies yang ada di Terengganu. Kadang-kadang ada spesies orkid tu yang belum ada nama lagi. Jadi apabila kita tak lakukan usaha menyelamat ataupun konservasi, jadi kita tak tahu kewujudan spesies tersebut. Jadi satu kerugian besar kepada negara lah saya ingat.
Noticing the havoc caused by logging, Suzairi said he has helped conserve more than 2,000 plants since 2015. Among them, more than 200 types of wild orchids prized for their bold colors. His conservation work is self-funded through sales of his rainforest photographs. The effort has also helped researchers and enthusiasts identify and document plants for future reference.
Inilah yang kita perhatikan ada pada DOM sebab dia bermula daripada nature photographer and then dia slowly link dengan universiti, dengan saintis untuk belajar. Dan dia belajar secara self-learn saja, dia belajar sendirilah maksudnya kan. Dan daripada situ kita dapati bakat ni sangat orang kata rare kan, jarang kita jumpa, dan dia boleh bawa pengetahuan sains yang dia ada tu kepada masyarakat.
Suzairi has acquired knowledge of the rainforest and its plants from his work documenting the lives of one of the country's oldest nomadic tribes, the indigenous Batek group. And that is all for TVS News at 5. Stay up to date with the top stories via our website at TVSTVMY and follow our social media platforms for the latest news and entertainment. Once again, I'm Handy Gui. Stay safe. Have a pleasant day.